Wait? Are you kidding me? That's insane.
But on 10 others. It's gonna be a crazier pulling session than the drunken Kelshi pulls, which was a time where a CN streamer decided to roll on the Kelshi and Skelter banner. Thing is though, he was on that same shit Yostar takes for event planning. He was drunk as hell, which is why the recording starts with this.
为斯卡蒂献上心脏，撒撒给我，撒撒给我，心脏撒撒给我。
Yeah. That's how you can tell we're gonna be in for a ride. So this streamer, Xiaolang XF, did 32 pulls on the banner. Got Akafuyu, called her crab.
I've only ever streamed drunk once. I was smashed though, to be fair. I was smashed. We ended up watching comedy sketches.
But then proceeded to...
哎呦，我真的，怎么不听话呀，老婆
My wife wasn't obedient.
I desperately need to know what they were on for this. Then they proceed to say that they have been here since 2008 just for this headhunting, which makes me think this motherfucker is Gilgamesh with future sight. Back in 2008, they had a vision of this banner and couldn't wait for it. Regardless, after teetering on the brink of despair for a minute, in the span of 2 frames, they became locked in for the next 10 pull. Got nothing, said the 6-star raid and High Mouse game is too low, drank water, questioned why it was tasteless. Saw the fact their random was empty, bought a pack, did a 10 pull, got a weedy, despaired, did another 10 pull, got Sculptor, mutilated their table. Then cried tears of joy. Won't even hold you, I feel that shit in the depths of my soul. Then they talked about how nuclear waste is being dumped in the water and decided to do what any good streamer does. Pull up Microsoft Paint for a visualization of what they're saying. From there, the goal of uniting the JP players and the CN players was mentioned. They wanted to unite like a sandwich.
W streamer moment, you know, you gotta fetch out paint, man.
Their words.
Real streamer.
To then stop the companies pouring waste into the water. And apparently AF Ayala is also gonna be on the case to help it, but maybe not, because immediately afterwards they said they were incapable of arranging that, followed by sobbing for 30 seconds, crying about how AO will become dirty if they did that, more sobbing, then saying we were too weak. Weak because we have no power. But shit, maybe they are a fake character. Now during all of this, Scatty is giving us ASMR in the background and they turn to her for help. Sobmore asks if Pharaoh, hi Mal, is here, then says he should lead them to revenge. Maybe against the company pouring waste into the sea? I couldn't tell you. I'm yet to get what they
this
were
is
on,
legendary.
so I'm currently unable to really embody the mindset. Afterwards, they proceeded to sing the Evangelion opening as the bought more Originite Prime. Then bought more Originite Prime, bought the 40 pack of Prime, bought the 66 pack of Prime, clicked on the most expensive pack of Prime, and I'll just let this one play out.
真的我不知道，双星他走了之后，我真的你不知道我日子我一天比一天真的难熬啊。
Oh my god. This is fucking god tier.
Proceeded to exclaim that they will give Hypergryph all of their money, followed that up by saying they are high Mao and about to roll for Scatty, and then immediately said they already got her. Went to the store and bought an extra skin and shouted,
哎呀，我永远喜欢森冉。
That's where the VOD ends. After the recording, they bought flight tickets to Japan for the operation of uniting like a sandwich and stopping nuclear waste.
That was
but
good.
Because of flight restrictions, they couldn't exactly travel there, so instead they just bought domestic tickets. Then packed his bags and presumably passed the fuck out. Next day they woke up, had a dream that they were doing all these pulls on Arknights, went to buy some food and found out they only had $5 in their bank. And went on to upload a video talking about what
Card declined. Yeah, your rent's due, bro. You fucked.
happened and then threw up the video of their pulls. That's the best summary I can do of the pulls, but brother, listen to me. In the description is the translated video of it. You need to check that shit out. It's fucking funny. The best
gonna have to look at this at some point.
They weren't even a streamer. They said that they were Xiaolang XF, but they're a different person. They were just too drunk and thought they were the same. Now, due to the video being, unique, it got 7 million views in 4 days. Deservedly so, because that shit was a work of art. It was so
Holy shit, bro.
damn funny. And another story about pulls happens to be on the same limited banner. And that story is a beautiful one. A Reddit user called HackerLord101 started playing Arknights. A month into playing it, they made a bold decision, followed by a post on Reddit saying day 20 of saving for Kelshi with the rule of no spending a random
Yeah, we've heard that one before.
until Kelshi drops.
I tell myself that all the
They
time.
did state that they'll still use headhunting tickets, as the only rule was that they could not use a random at all. But on day 20 of saving, they had 73 pulls, counting Prime, 36 without. The next post was on day 60, with art showing their resolve, and with a statement showing the reason for saving. They weren't saving because she was overpowered in the beta, nah. They started saving before seeing her gameplay. They also updated saying they used some headhunting tickets to get Myrtle, understandable, and that they were saving the rest for Neon, also understandable.
Is
Day
dude actually
90
gonna
rolls
stick to
around.
it?
They have 151 Arundums worth of pulls. Recruitment has been good to them. This is their current lineup, with them having got some from recruitment and some from the roles they did prior to saving. Now keep in mind two things. One, they
Yeah, I do really like the recruitment mechanic, man. The recruitment mechanic is fire.
buy the monthly headhunting pack. That shit is $26 and it only gives them a 10 pull they can use because the rules state no Arundum gets used. So that 42 Prime is really only there for skins. They also buy the monthly card, which is
Okay.
$5. Now them getting these was on and off, but the dedication is amazing. Because of the other reason, that was the fact we had zero clue Kelshi was going to be released. We knew of her
Oh, is that how you pronounce that? Kelshi? I'm going to call it Kelsey.
being in the beta, but we did not know any information on her being a playable operator in the full game. Day 120, they have over 100k Arundum and managed to clear Risk 18 for the very first contingency contract. Day
You'd be surprised at the people who actually say, yeah, man, I just look at it from my own point of view, man. I just ain't got the patience, you know. When it's not even the patience, I have very little impulse control, I think.
150, they said they have 300 to spark if they count their prime, but pot 6 is the goal.
Kelsey's
Day
the JP
180,
pronunciation. I
Arundum
say
stock's
Kelsey.
a bit
Yeah,
above
it's
150k.
what I
Day
say as well.
240,
It is
they have
Kelsey.
over 200,000.
Kelsey.
Day 270, over 220,000. Day 395, 310,000.
Dedication.
Day 430 of saving for Kelshi. She's announced. They have been saving for more than a year, not using any Arundum for pulls.
I respect that. I respect that. I couldn't do it. Could never be me. Could never be me, but I respect it.
Saving for a character that we did not know existed in the final release, but now we have it. A ray of hope. In 6 months, her banner will come to global and this long journey will pay off. Arundum stocks at 336,000. Day 575. 467,000 Arundum. Day 610. The banner drops. They have almost 500,000 Arundum and are streaming their pulls. They show their squad first, the units they got with only headhunting tickets, and then they go to pull, starting with the free single pull.
The anticipation. The partial zip pull. Wait. Are you kidding me? That's insane. That was fate. You know, that was fate. That was like the game was like, dude, for all of your hard times, for the pure loyalty, here you go. Here you go. The stars aligned, right? The moons, the planets, everything aligned. Damn.
They had saved for more than a year and a half, totaling more than 800 pulls before rolling.
That is
and they
wild.
got her on the first free pull.
I think that actually might be the craziest pull I've ever seen. You know, like I've seen people have insane 10 pulls, multiple big characters in a 10 pull, you know, back-to-backs, you know, winning 50-50s back-to-back in whatever game it might be. That is actually like, not only like just insane cinema, but just like I say, it was like destiny. You know what I mean? That was just like destiny, that was. That's wild, that is. That is actually wild.
If that shit isn't deserved, then I don't know what is. It is something dead ass out of a fairy tale.
It's anime protagonist shit, that is, man. Anime protagonist shit.
She was E2'd immediately and sent to get M9'd. Next was the free 10 pull, Kyobe. Not the desired target, but at least it was a free pull. They do 32 pulls without a 6-star, then their next 10 pull is another Kelshi. The next 10 pull is 2 6-stars, a third Kelshi, and regular Scotty, which they got in the past with headhunting tickets when they were rolling for Spectre. The chance of them getting a dupe was astronomically low, but on the bright side, they've done 63 pulls and got 5 6-stars, 3 of those being Kelshi. Next 10 pull, a 4th Kelshi. RNG was getting a bit heated, so the next 50 pulls didn't have any 6-stars. But the next 10 pull after that had the 5th Kelshi. The 10 pull after that, 2 6-stars. First the Sculptor, they were probably happy with getting her. Then the next 6-star was the final Kelshi. It only took 143 pulls to get her to pot 6. Nami.
And how many pulls did he have then? Like converting that around and what is that in pulls? That's insane. Not only that, like ridiculous 800 plus. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. That is like, you know, like stranger than fiction. Genuinely.
Could never. After raising her to 90, they did some more pulls for W as they weren't able to get her on her release banner. On the road to Spark W, they got a dupe Exia, Passenger, a dupe Suitor, a Stray Cat, and finally, another Kelshi. They got her pot 7. Got Sculptor and had 310,000 random left. RNG had blessed them for their devotion to the cause.
Right.
They weren't doing this without playing the game, mind you. They still went for risky 18s. Nor are they a YouTuber doing the challenge for content. Hell, the only thing they have uploaded is the VOD. Nah, they just did this, saved for almost 2 years because it was Kelshi. I make jokes all the time like
You're talking about aura farming. This is aura. Holy shit, bro.
Number 1 Sinclair simp, number 1 Exia simp, but this person is easily deserving of the title Kelshi's number 1 fan, supporter, believer, whatever the hell number 1 title you can think of, they've earned it. This started out with no proof she would be in the final release of the game. Then 610 days later they had her pot 7. And recently they said they even have her pot 15, so you just know their account is permanently blessed with Kelshi. They got the buff. Regular accounts got a 50-50 for a 6-star. Theirs now has a 50% rate up, 25% Kelshi rate up, and 25% someone random. Hell, Lowlight himself probably blessed the account. And I reached out to them to ask some questions, and turns out they were able to eventually get any units they missed before rolling for Kelshi, which makes this a beautiful story of an account gaining the permanent Kelshi blessing buff. And with that tale finished, let's move to layer 10, the final layer.